my name is Hailey and I currently live in Orlando. I grew up in Melbourne, Florida with my parents and two younger brothers. When I was younger, I played many sports. My top two were dance and competitive swim. I've been dancing since I was 3 years old. I did hip hop, jazz, lyrical ballet, and pointe. I was also in the Nutcracker for about 4 years, which was a lot of work but a lot of fun. I have also been swimming for most of my life. Both my parents were competitive swimmers when they were in high school, and I followed in their footsteps. My best stroke was freestyle. I actually had to stop swimming butterfly because it was messing up my shoulder, which then messed up my freestyle. I did other sports as well. I played soccer for a little while, and my brothers and I would play volleyball, football, basketball, and any other sport with our friends. When all our friends would get together, they would make sure the Janky siblings weren't on the same team because in their minds, it wasn't fair. Besides sports, I really enjoy the arts. I love to draw, paint, write, and act, and bake. I loved and still love picking up my pencil and doodling. Most of my notebooks from high school have some sort of drawing in them. Drawing helped me concentrate on what my teachers were teaching me in class. I actually went into AP Art, and my teacher allowed me to skip a class that she felt was needed for her AP Art students. In AP Art, we had to pick a topic that our artworks would be centered around. I ended up choosing fear. One of my mom's favorite pieces from that series was my Fear of Bugs artwork. I'm pretty proud of that one because it's done in colored pencil. If you mess up with acrylic paint, you can go over the mistake with more paint. With colored pencil, if you mess up, you can try to erase it, but it won't look the way you want it to. I grew to love colored pencil and eventually branched out into string art and glass art. I didn't do the typical used to bake for my friends and family. I still do now, just not as often. One of my favorite desserts that my family likes me to bake are alfajores. Simple ingredients, but hard to work with. My aunt taught me how to make them and gave me the family recipe. When my family gets together for Peruvian Independence Day, I am able to help her make the alfajores. Along with alfajores, I've made Oreo truffles, a variety of different cookies, key lime pie tarts, an apple tart, muffins, and cake. As you can see, I really enjoy baking, and my brothers and parents especially love when I bake. My family and I also love traveling. When my dad was growing up, his dad would take him and his brothers to the Bahamas on their boat. My dad wanted to carry on that tradition, and we now travel to the Bahamas in our own boat. It's an amazing experience that I wouldn't trade for the world. This past summer, I was able to go, and I got to swim with sharks and stingrays. I was also able to snorkel out by reefs and see the many different fish and sea creatures that live there. We also went during lobster season, so we were able to go lobstering, which was such an amazing experience. My brothers and I would go out by the rocks, dive down, and tickle the lobsters out. My brothers would tickle them, and I would have my net ready to catch them. We were definitely tired at the end of the day because of how often we had to dive down to look underneath rocks and coral. These are some images of some of the sea life. This next video is of me and one of my brothers catching a lobster. The video after that is of a stingray that came right up to me while I was at the beach. Now, I am still playing sports, painting, and baking. I play Iron Flag football with my friends, and it's a lot of fun. I'm currently painting on a large canvas, which will be completed eventually. I work on it when I can, and it helps me de-stress. I wish I could work on it more often, but my schedule is quite busy. Besides that, I am currently applying for internships.
Look at that.
For UCF Athletics, I am helping create content for their social media platforms. During the football games, I take videos of students and families at tailgate, the March to Victory, and the students at the game. At first, I didn't know what to expect, but after working at one of the football games, it was a lot less stressful than I thought it was going to be. For my editing internship, I am currently syncing audio and video files. From both internships, I feel like I am learning things that will help me in the future. In the future, I hope to become an editor or social media manager. When people ask me what I want to do and I say editing, they're taken off guard. Most people say, oh, I want to be a director, or I want to be the director of photography. Not me. I want to be the one to put the different clips together and create a certain feeling within the audience based on what order those clips are. This is a video of one of my projects that I had to work on over summer for my social media internship.
By supporting small businesses.
This is my display. Here at the top I have the intro, and I added music so that it would add a little bit of feeling within my video. And then I have this first set of images, and then I go into more video, more images, video, and then I added a color in the background just to give it more pizzazz. And then this is a picture of me with how everything is set up. I'm currently on a bed. But yeah,